talking about mindsets and talking about, we've brought this up, but really haven't delved into it much at all, about meditation and about how much it's affected you and how it got you back on track. And I know that you're a big proponent of it, and I am as well.
What's up, guys? My name's Will, and welcome back to Solving the Focus Problem. Today, we are going to look at a conversation between Joe Rogan, Sam Harris, and Dan Harris, all proponents of meditation. Joe has said many times over the years that he meditates for his health and to focus and to work things out in his life. And in this conversation, he talks about meditating in his sensory deprivation tank, but I don't want to concentrate too much on the tank, as how many of us have a tank available to us in our home like he does. But more the talk about meditation, its massive benefits, how they do it, and how it can take us to a whole new level. Not just for our mental health and well-being, but also our productivity, our efficiency, and beyond.
So what are you doing in the isolation tank? Like, what are you doing in your mind?
A lot. Well, I use it for a bunch of different ways. I don't use it as much as I should, honestly. But I concentrate on. Sometimes I go in there with an idea. Like I'll concentrate on material, like that I'm working on, or maybe jujitsu techniques that I'm having problems with, or some other things that I'm dealing with. Any sort of issues that I have. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I just go in there and chill out and relax and breathe and concentrate.
Many people think that meditation is this rigid thing with strict rules, but Joe is highlighting the fact that meditation doesn't have to be the same thing every time. Sometimes it can be to focus on your breath and sharpen your mind and training your attention, or other times it can be to focus on a particular problem, an issue you might be having in your life, or sometimes you just need some peace. You need to relax, a break from all the noise. And these all apply, whether you're in a tank, like Joe, or just taking 5 minutes of breathing sat at home. In this next clip, Dan starts talking about what it might feel like when you first start meditating, and the new perspective it gives you. Pardon the language here, but also see if you can pick up on some of the similarities you might have when starting to meditate yourself.
When you're meditating the way we do, you're seeing how crazy you are. You're seeing you're fucking nuts. And that actually has a real value. A systematic collision with the asshole in your head has a real value, because when the asshole offers you up a shitty suggestion in the rest of your life, which is basically its job, like, oh yeah, you should eat the 17th cookie or say the thing that's going to ruin the next 48 hours of your marriage or whatever, you're better able to resist it.
So what do you do?
So, the basic steps of mindfulness meditation are to sit. Most people close their eyes. You bring your full attention to the feeling of your breath. You're not thinking about your breath. You're just feeling the raw data of the physical sensations. And then the third step is the biggie, which is, as soon as you try to do this, your mind's going to go bonkers. You're going to start thinking about, what's for lunch, do I need a haircut, where do gerbils run wild, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You're just going to notice, oh, my mind's going crazy right now. But that noticing is the key moment, is in fact the victory. It's interesting because this is when most people think they've failed, I can't meditate because I can't clear my mind. This is the biggest misconception about meditation. You do not need to clear your mind. That's impossible unless you're enlightened or dead. The whole goal is just to notice when you become distracted and start again. You return your attention to your breath, and you just do that a million times. And every time you catch yourself wandering and go back to your breath, it's a bicep curl for your brain.
A lot was said there by Dan, but in the first part, he talks about how meditation gives you the ability to better resist bad advice from your mind. Whether this be saying something hurtful to someone that you may regret, eating something you know you shouldn't, or whatever decisions you're making each day, you are more in control of your mind and therefore your actions. You have a buffer whereby you see thoughts, you have a better ability to react to them with less emotions, more logic, and pick better options. A very important benefit of meditation that I hope you're picking up on. The second part, Dan starts talking about the different steps you go through when you first start meditating. Am I going nuts? People thinking they failed because they can't clear their mind, and how that's the biggest misconception, and that the main goal of meditation is to return your attention back to your breath or your focus point. That's the bicep curl for the brain, and that's what we are training on this channel.
It changes your brain, and that over time creates the kind of metacognition I was discussing before, where you see that you're a Homo sapiens sapien. In other words, that's how we're classified as a species. We're the one who thinks and knows he or she thinks. And that knowing that you have this voice in your head, as Sam likes to joke, he feels like when he thinks about the voice in his head, he feels like he's been hijacked by the most boring person alive. Just says the same shit over and over. A joke that I steal from
hostage,
him all the time. Yeah, that is enormously powerful, because then you are not held hostage by this voice.
Dan talks about the perspective shift here, where us humans think and know that we think. This can be huge for people who spend most of their lives walking around in a cloud of thoughts, often filled with anxiety or emotions. It doesn't need to be this way. We can clear the cloud. We can learn to focus on the thoughts that we want to focus on, and how you feel and act aren't being held hostage by our untamed, undisciplined mind.
A similar thing happens in the tank. I do a form of meditation in the tank sometimes when I go in there without an idea, like if I'm not working on material or anything else, where I just concentrating on my breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and I just literally concentrate on the breath, and the same thing happens.
That's meditation.
Well, yeah.
That's meditation.
Yeah.
It's not similar. It's the exact same thing.
This episode is from 2017, but since then, Joe has spoken about meditating not just in the tank, but anywhere throughout his day. Like when you have a few minutes waiting in a doctor's office, he'll just spend a few minutes just focusing on his breath. We can meditate anywhere, like when we're in a queue in the post office or at the supermarket, a couple of minutes on our lunch break, more guided episodes coming up on this soon, or on your commute. And once you find a regular practice that works for you, it can become like a superpower for our all-round health and well-being, happiness and productivity. If you'd like to learn to meditate, I have a free 7-session playlist of videos right here, guiding you through some quick sessions. And also on the channel, all sorts of different guided meditations and routines that you can slot in anywhere throughout your day. So stay tuned. If you enjoyed this video, please do hit the like and subscribe button, and comment below how you get in your meditation or mindfulness, or what you do for your mental health, productivity, happiness and wellness. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.